Hello everybody, my name is Comrade Wolf, the commander of Prov. This is the first upload I've done to the GuP Alliance channel, and it certainly won't be the last. However, due to my lack of money right now, I don't have all of the fancy-dancy recording softwares that Comrade John Boy has. So, I can't really do this full-time. But I decided that today I was going to try my hardest to make this livecast work. Earlier this morning, today being the 11th of March, the Deputy Commander of Prov, Saber Executor, and myself were platooning our Churchill 3s, as you can see here. And, well, here we are on Lakeville, top tier, you know, completely loaded to bear to kill everything in this match, as the Churchill 3 is more than capable of doing, it being the Tier 5 Soviet premium tank. Churchill 3 was a British Lend-Lease tank, 6-pounder little cannon on the front, ridiculously well armored. If it mounted anything else, it could beat a KV-1 in my honest opinion, and I love the KV-1. So anyway, back to the cast. Here we are rolling along in Lakeville. You can see here we're going up to the to little town at the 890 area. Being top tier heavy tanks, this is the ideal circumstance for us. And there we go, tanks are lighting up in the center of the map. We're stopping, we're gonna engage here, and there I am! There's Comrade Wolf, the scrub, hitting the Panzer 1C that just dove into the river! He is in the river, and I had to hit him on his way down. But that's just one of those matches, real bad luck out of it. So here we go. I'm openly blind shooting. We've got over 140 rounds to fire, so there's still tanks up in the center, like a Locust is up there. And at this point, me and Saber are looking at the teams, and it's like, well, we can push into the city and take on that Churchill. But look at the center of the map on the 4 line, and look at the valley at the 1-2 line. Our guys are being overrun. So we're sitting there, Saber and I, on comms, and it's just like, we need to turn around. So we start putting shots back into the center of the map. And here's where it starts getting good. Saber's first kill. Slowly we start our lumberous march back towards the base. Trying to make something out of this match. It's bleak. We're down 10 tanks at this point. And in contrast, we've only killed 5 of their tanks. They have 10 enemy vehicles on the enemy team left alive right now. So Saber's almost up at the crest of the hill at the cap. I'm lumbering behind, trying to, take shots on the Locust over there every time he gets spotted. I don't even want to talk about the Locusts. They were pains in the rear. To the Locust players, you guys did a fantastic job harassing us. Just beautifully played match on your guys' parts. The TeamSpeak comms were just filled with every curse word you can think of directed towards the Locust players. They were all over the place. So here we are, pulling up. Base is pretty beat. 4 tanks left on our side. Saber and I are still at relatively full HP. Well, actually, apparently I'm not. We got 471. There's Saber's second and third kill. He just took out the M5 Stuart and the M4 Sherman. So what we're thinking of doing here is he's going to push and secure the valley, and I'm going to try to get somewhere where I can delay the enemy forces coming out of the city for as long as possible. And there I am getting permatracked. Right now I'm screaming something in TeamSpeak like, "Oh my god, these dang Locust players will not leave me be!" And Saber's laughing his ass off. 4th kill. Here he goes working on the Deutsch Butcherwagen. The amazing rate of fire of the Churchill going to work on that DW2. You've got something like a 2-second reload with, 50 average damage. There he goes, putting shots on the Locust. I'm still trying to get somewhere where I can engage. Doing what I can with the M3 lead over there. Saber's going to try maybe to take a shot. No, looks like he's not. He's going after the Dirge. Another 79 shot, or 79 damage shot, followed up by a 154. The outstanding DPM of the Churchill is what makes it an amazing machine. You know, you've got the armor and you've got the ability to sit here and fire and take shots. Like there's not a, you know, there's not a care in the world when you're playing these Churchill tanks. So I'm getting into cover over here, and Saber's going for the Dirge Wagon here to secure the cat or the valley. There's his 5th kill. We've got 2 more tanks pushing my flank, including one of those wonderfully played Locusts, and me not playing so wonderfully over here. I'm going to decide, you know, that M8 is the biggest priority for me. And he's doing a fairly good job at killing me. But that's fine, there's plenty of more carry on Saber's part to make up for my feigned incompetence. So here's Saber going, loading his gold shells to engage that Churchill 3. It's, with your 6-pounder gun, it's rather difficult to continually pen a Churchill. Well, I should say another Churchill 3 or Churchill 1. So, you know, call gold shells cheap, but sometimes you've just got to load them. There I go, I'm dead. Saber's still working this flank, taking shot after shot after shot, trying to knock the Churchill down. He's only got 4 shots of gold left. He's going to make each and every one of them count. He's going to try his hardest. Leaves the Churchill with 94 HP when he runs out of ammo. Pecks off the M8. That'll bring him up to 6 kills. There's his top gun. Puts another shot down on the Churchill, misses, pulls back. You can see here he's working the natural curvage of the map to give him a hull down position. He's taking cover behind the obstacles on the map. He continues to try to engage the Churchill, still to no avail. Leaves him with 22 HP. You got to remember the Churchill 3 has a really low alpha. There he goes, he hits him. Looks like a track or critical damage, module damage. And they start capping. That's not good. That means Saber's going to have to expose himself. And he's got a medium 3 and a Churchill that he knows about. Now, the medium 3 necessarily can't kill him, but it could do a good chunk of damage if, you know, he got to the rear of the tank or something like that. 2 tanks on the cap, 30 seconds. This isn't looking good at all. He takes a shot, loses his observation device. Still trying to work this corner against that Modder 3. And he's realizing it, I've got to do something. He's pulling forward, still trying to deal with the most immediate threat. He's still got 10 seconds. Here he comes out, and there's the cap. The M3 Lee and the Locust are sitting at the cap. He focuses the priority target, which would be the M3 Lee. 7th kill. There he goes, finishes the medium 3. That'll make his 8th kill. Now he's going to go after the Locust. A couple bad shots due to the terrain of the map. It's a little hard to hit that turret of the Locust due to its low profile. And this will, you know, he's really got nothing that's threatening him right now. There's his 9th kill. There's 2 tanks left on the enemy team. The Churchill at 22 HP, and the Pansy 3, who has yet to be spotted. Saber knows where the Churchill is. He knows that he's the biggest threat, and he's going after them. Then a wild Panzer appears. Engages. 10th kill. Now it's coming down to him and a 22 HP Churchill. He's pulling up to the house. There he is, proxy spotted. Remember, within 50 meters of each other, you'll proxy spot. bounces the first shot. Now the Churchill 3 on the enemy team, actually, considering the way the Churchill's guns are, has a high chance of winning this. The weak spot on the Churchills, as you just saw, is the turret. And the other Churchill player exposed that weak spot, giving Saber his 11th kill, and firmly setting the match off with an ace tanker, Pools medal, high caliber, top gun, steel wall, and I'm not even going to be able to pronounce this, but a Kolbanalov's medal, standalone against 5 tanks, because I died. I feel very, very apologetic that I went out so quickly and made his back hurt so much from that carry. But it was a great match because he did carry very, very hard. Got us both a crucial and walked away with almost 7,000 experience and 120,000 credits, which is absolutely ridiculous in the Churchill. If we look at his team score here, he's got 2,311 damage, 11 total kills, and 1,984 base experience, which is just ridiculous considering. I mean, look at the enemy team here. The only person that is even over 500 damage, excuse me, 900 damage. I see the M8 there did 900. Is the enemy team's Sherman player. 6 kills and 1,245 damage. Guy had a wonderful game, but Pravda was on the enemy team, and Pravda's deputy commander Saber was on the enemy team. Taking a look at the detailed report here, he fired 64 rounds, 49 of which were direct hits and 41 were penetrations. As I said, 2,311 total damage. He took 38 shots, 22 of which didn't penetrate, giving him a potential damage of 2,450. I mean, if this doesn't make you want a Churchill 3, I don't know what will. It is an amazing machine. Well, after moving from Saber's 11 kill game, I wanted to move on to another good friend of mine's, carry match in his IS-6. This is long range, 1997. He is the deputy commander of the Black Forest Peak Academy. The Black Forest Peak Academy, of course, being one of the allied clans that is part of the GuP Alliance. A great bunch of people, great bunch of tankers. I enjoy playing with them. So here he is on highway in his IS-6. The IS-6 being a Tier 8 Soviet premium tank, Soviet premium heavy tank. Really great piece of machinery. In real life, I believe it was an experiment for a certain type of transmission. It was basically a Soviet interpretation of the Ferdinand Porsche transmission. Now, I may not be correct on that, so don't hold me accountable for you blurting out in front of your friends that you know what the IS-6's transmission was, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Of course, the tank wasn't fit for service due to overheating issues, which I believe were caused by the transmission. But again, like I said, I'm not sure. You might want to look that up, you guys. So here he is. He's moving into the city. Team deployment. They're real heavy on the city, like they should be. T-71 and Jag Panther on the 1-2 line, but the Lurva and the T-26E4 are really lagging behind to pick a location. But it's a pretty even match. I wouldn't necessarily say there's anything leaning in either direction here. There's a T-34 spotted in long range. It's going to back up and try to engage that T-34. There he is, right through the wall. For those of you who do not know, a couple patches ago, I believe it was actually last patch, the last patch being 8.10, they incorporated the ability to shoot through cover, light cover, like walls and trucks and whatnot. So here he is, moving into the city as he should. He's going to try to take a shot at that Indian Panzer there. Fires. The wall eats it. He missed it. It's reloading. Indian's looking his way. Indian fires. Hits him in the tracks. Very trolly spot on the IS-6. It eats a lot of damage right through there. But he fires, and he penetrates the KV-5. 990 damage, 1 kill. He turns, Type 58 plonks a shot, or Type 59 plonks a shot in the side. Pulls him forward once more. Looks around the city. He's going to go for it. He's going to flank the KV-5 here. Pushes through the concrete walls. Comes up on the rear end of this KV-5. Plonks a shot in right in the side of the turret. It's a good hit. Remember, the 122mm gun has a really high alpha, but a really long reload time. Backs off as he's reloading. T-26E4 is coming around at him. An equally hard-to-pen tank, given all that spaced armor on the front of it. But he aims to the weak spot. Beautifully mastered shot right into the cupola of the T-26. Comes back, reloads. The E4 right now is the biggest threat to him. Misses. But his team is just getting ravaged back here. The T-29's already down. The Cromwell is trying to get away from the KV-5. The KV-5 is getting shots in on his rear. He's got 900 HP left. Backs once more into the outskirts of the city. Brings his IS-6 around to bear. Takes another penetrating shot. Brings him down to 600. Here comes the Pershing. Fires. Hits him. Backs off. Reloads. Checks his corners. Takes another shot at the T-26 as the T-26 wasn't paying attention. 2,551 HP, or damage. Takes a shot from the GW Panther. T-26 tries to retaliate, putting a shot into him, but continues to leave his sides exposed. Long range finishes him off. 2 kills, 2,630 damage. All that's left here, that's of major threat to him right now, is that KV-5. Pulls forward. Misses. Well, he hits, but he bounces. Takes the penetrating shot from the KV-5, backs off to reload. Pulls forward once more. KV-5 runs, and he ninjas the kill. 3rd kill. 2,922 damage. There's only 1 tank left in the city, and it's about to beat that Panther. Type 59 gets the Panther. Long range is going to make short work of that Type 59 here in a minute, and make sure he gets the revenge for that Panther. Pulls forward. Type 59 notices him, backs off to try to take a shot. Long range snipes it away. 3,000 damage, 4th kill. Right now things are looking fairly bleak. The base is being held by a T-26E4. Never mind. T-26E4 just died off. Both artillery pieces are at base unprotected. The Cromwell is moving towards the center of the map right now to kill the T-71, and the Indian is going straight for cap. The only tank in a position to do anything right now to that cap is the ISU-152, and long range as he's moving in at 100 HP. This is not looking good. Cromwell's down. The Indian is still halfway across the map and incapable of supporting his teammate at the base, or his teammates at the base. M12's backing off the hill into the ravine. Long range is moving forward. ISU is still providing overlaunch. Here he is. He's moving into the position to take out the base here, or take shots at the base. Pushing around the terrain. Takes a long, careful look here. Takes a peek around. Pulls around a bit more, sees if he spots anything, and then notices a tree fall. Something has got to be up there. Well, he's not sure what. You know, it could either be the T-34-3, the 5100. It could be the T-71. It could be any one of those tank destroyers. There's another tree fall. There's something moving across towards the artillery, and it's the T-34-3. He misses his first shot trying to clutch kill it to save his artillery mate. After all, every tank on the battlefield right now is a crucial piece to this game. He knows he's got to save the M12. He reloads, moves forward, takes a look around him again. M12 is desperately backing away, trying to put distance between him and the 34-3. The 34-3, of course, using the same 122mm cannon that he is. He gets a shot lined up, but decides not to take it. He didn't want to bounce it. That would be a hell of a shot to bounce. Pulls forward using the terrain to cover his lower plate, and the T-34-3 breaks that advantage that he had by backing up and exposing his lower hull. The 34-3 and the Type 59 and all of those dome turret tanks have very strong turrets. When the 34-3 backed up, it gave long range the perfect shot at his side armor, and he took it without hesitation. The T-71 and the base has gone south. The T-71's moved in, trying to kill the ISU. He ninjas the T-71, but it's all for naught. The ISU 152 is gone. Pulls forward, plonks a gold shell through the machine gun port on the T-28 prototype. What a shot! 7 kills, 3,708 damage. 5100's moving in on him. Artillery is still bombarding him. Bounces his first shot. There's another artillery shell. 5100's moving around like a medium. Long range is trying to get the unmaneuverable IS-6 around to fire on him. Fires, kills him. 281 damage out of that. 4,414 damage. 8 kills. Then artillery. The FV-304 ended the match right then and there with a well-deserved shot, but a lucky shot nonetheless. There was only 3 tanks left on the enemy team. If Long Range played his cards right, he would have been able to, outmaneuver those 3 enemy tanks. The biggest threat on the team, to him, really was the ISU 152. It's a real shame, when the matches fall apart like that. But he did what he could. Walked away with quite a few kills there. Got his ace tanker, Reaper. I believe that's a Pool's medal. Top gun and high caliber. 110,000 credits. 1,356 experience on a defeat. He was top of his team, of course, in damage and kills and experience earned. He took 19 shots, 16 of which hit, 15 penetrated, giving him, as I said, a total damage of 4,414. He took 12 rounds, 7 of which penetrated his tank. But as the IS-6 in its form it's pretty bouncy. So he managed to survive 5 of those 12 rounds that hit him, or those 5 rounds, not penetrations, of course. Took 3,400 potential damage, and walked away with a heartbreaking round, but definitely a worthwhile round. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. This has been Comrade Wolf, Commander here at Prov, signing off.